With your next video of the series, the 4 main keys of making any decision for your Duchenne child and your family. I'm also the creator of the Duchenne Advocacy and Support Club that's coming very, very soon. So now on to the 4 main keys of making the right choices and decisions for your Duchenne child, and it's talking about that you can do something about it. And these are just these 4 skills that I seem to, when I look at how I've handled things over the years, that I have fallen back on and that I continue to use, even now when I'm facing struggles and trying to figure out something. But first, I want to tell you, pretty much on a regular basis, I'm being asked to join nonprofit organizations for Duchenne, or start. I've been asked, why don't you start your own nonprofit? And I'm going to let you know why that here in just a few minutes. Just stay with me, and I wanted to continue with the 4 keys first, and then we'll kind of go on from there. I'm just a mom who has been there, done that, and still doing it. And my intention is to assist other Duchenne parents, to navigate this emotional roller coaster, the emotions associated with this sacred Duchenne journey. And I understand that Duchenne forces us to make these life-altering decisions that, and the hardest ones to make, because they're for our children, and we're afraid of making the wrong choices, because we know we have to live with those, whatever those choices are, and so does our child. Whether it's to use steroids or not to, back surgery or not to, heel cord lengthening, tracheotomies, ventilation. Some of our Duchenne boys have autistic behaviors, and there's just so much more, and just physical therapies and occupational therapies, just keep up with the research and individual education plans, and that can just be enough to just to keel us over, because we have to figure this all out, all hoping that our child does not die before it cures. Duchenne sucks. It just does. And if you're like me, you've spent endless time and hours awake at night, and with a box of tissues, afraid and agonizing over what to do for the Duchenne child. You close your eyes so tight, just wishing things could be different. Wishing this was not happening. Not to mention, the feeling of powerlessness when you're watching your child their bodies are being ravaged by Duchenne, and it's, that part is just so scary. And recently I've been asked, how can I say Duchenne and thrive in the same sentence? And that's because to thrive is not a destination. It's about being. It's about how you live every day in the moment. It's about living every day, doing the best that you can right now with what you've been dealt. All this, I must preface, I believe every family has the right to do what they must do for the best of their own child and their own situation. No one answer is the right answer, and it's not, no one way is the right way. However, I tend to be a bit of a rebel, and I usually do opposites what the doctors say, and even the top Duchenne organizations. And so, why do I do that? It's because when I look back, there's 4 main keys that I do when I am I don't know where else to turn, and that I'm just confused, that I don't know which direction to go. And, so if you're like me again, I'm sure you have agonized over, what to do, and worry and fear has kept you awake, and you feel damned if you don't and damned if you do, and I just want you to know that you come to the right place at the right time. So now back to that question, why I won't join a Duchenne organization or create my own nonprofit or even join a nonprofit. And that's because I'm here to help you, the Duchenne parent, navigate the journey. I don't think we need another nonprofit. I love them. I'm glad we have them, because we need all the dollars and research. But during this, there's parents in need, there's children in need, and families that just need some support and some solace. And, if I can do that, then I'm following my path and my calling. And I can't be tied to an entity, because if you are, you have to do everything in the best interest of that entity. And I don't want any boundaries. And I don't think I can offer what my experience and share with you if I'm bound by that. I like having no rules. And so that is why I'm here. I want to create global awareness, and I hope you'll join me. So let's go, and I'm going to actually show you up close and personal how I, figure out what the right choices are and how to make those right decisions. Hi, we're here with key number 1. The first key in making the right choices and decisions for your Duchenne child. And it seems simple enough, but you might be doing this already, maybe in your head or not. And you can actually get the PDF file download for these 4 main keys right below this video. It's kind of a fun sheet that I put together, and so I hope you enjoy that. But back to the first key of making your right decisions and your right choices, and that is the good old pros and cons list. It's so simple but very, very effective, and so let me show you exactly what I do. Yep, so here we go. I have a blank sheet of paper and my clipboard here, and I really do. I just write and I got these papers laying all over the place. I was trying to find one that I'd already done, but I thought this would be a little more effective anyway, and I wanted to shoot this video outside. So, then, so you got pros and cons. You got the pros over here, and then cons. Yeah, my wonderful handwriting, and right up here, what's your question? What are you trying to figure out? Back surgery. Back surgery. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, lovely handwriting. And nobody else is supposed to see this. It's just for you. So you go down all the pros. The pros is they won't be bedridden. The pros would be that they'll feel better. Write down the pros. One of the pros for my son was he was severely constipated and his insides were starting to hurt because all the pressure, and so that was another pro. And then all the cons, the surgery, you just list all the cons, and before you know it, you're down to the end of the page and you can see where you're at. And and sometimes the pros and the cons they're about the same, and that's that whole thing about the further keys that I'll get into, and when that happens and what to do. And so anyway, so you have this, and then you have this big thing down here. And if you think about it, this is your head and your brain's thinking about what to do, and here's this, and down here is what I call those gut feelings, those gut instincts that all of a sudden you just kind of, oh yes, I know this is the right way, and I might not like it, but I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and so let's hope and pray that it's all the best. So that's what I do. If you've read my first book, In Your Face, Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy, All Pain, All Glory, you know that I love the great outdoors. You know that I believe that there's no better way to clear your head than to get back to what was created for us to enjoy, and get back to our roots and stick your feet in the ground or the grass or whatever you have close by. Even if you're in the city, that is one of the best things to do is, go to the park and get some fresh air. And even if you got horns of cars and stuff, but still, sink those toes into the grass and let your kids run around. And, if your kid's in a wheelchair, let them go free and just really feel and just be together in nature. And so that's key number 2 in trying to find the best way to make the right choices and decisions for your family. Like I said, that's key number 2. Let's go on. Key number 3 is probably the one most overlooked aspects on decision making, and why it's so important and why it works. I think it's the best. So key number 3 is just ask. Just ask, and you shall receive. I'm sure you've heard that. This one is biggie, and I also write about it in my book, In Your Face, Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy, All Pain, All Glory. I literally ask for a sign on what to do. I know that seems a little bit corny, but it's the same thing as praying. We have to ask, but tapping into that spiritual side of life, the energy, just doing that, it's the fastest way to make a sound decision, one that you can live with. And that is very, very important, because you're the one that has to sleep at night. You're the one that has to look at your child. You're the one that has to feel like you're doing the best that you can. And then here's a hint. When the answer comes through, I ask for a sign, and sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes you just got to go about your day and your business and see where it goes and see what happens. And when you get that tingly feeling, or some people call it that aha moment, and when that happens, there's your sign that appears. Then you have your answer, and you know that you're not making a mistake. You know that it's right. From every ounce of your being, you know that it's right. So let's go on to key number 4 now. Now we're on to key number 4 of one of the things that I do when I need to make a right choice or a decision for my son. And it's something that is pretty basic. It's pretty darn simple, but it works for me. And because normally by the time I'm to the point where I need to do this, it's because I really need to, and that I'm completely stressed out, and I've lost sleep, and it's just been really crazy, and that really is to sleep on it. There's times that your body have been so riddled with stress and thinking that you just need that downtime, because when you're extremely tired and stressed out, you can't really make the best sound choice decision that you can, and so let alone keep your emotions in check, and just everything just gets so frustrated and overwhelming. So I'm like, okay, I often say that, okay, I need to go to bed and start all over, and sleep can be the best medicine, and sometimes even just a nap. And another thing that I do at night, especially after it's been kind of like that, it's kind of a little hint, a little extra here, and that is I do take a bath. And this works for guys too. You guys, you dads, take a hot shower, take a hot soak. It's the best thing to calm down, and maybe even use a little bit of lavender oil to just really to soothe you and to open all the capillaries of your brain, and so you can make the right choice, and that your life can still be beautiful. And so next time you do that, you just grab your little pillow and just everything, when you're all out of whack, nerves are just crazy, you just grab a pillow and take a little nap. That concludes the 4 main keys of making the right choice and the right decision for your Duchenne child. I hope you've enjoyed my videos today. Be sure to check out the next video that's coming down the pike here in the next few days or so, and that's where we're going to take you actually behind the scenes into my home, besides just the little screen capture video, and actually show you, where I work, where I make dinner, maybe some footage about Luke a little bit, and my daughter and my husband, and just to show you that I'm just a mom. I'm an average mom just like you, trying to give back. I have about 15, 16 plus years experience with Duchenne, and I really do. My hope is to help you navigate this emotional journey that you're on with Duchenne. And so again, print out the PDF run sheet below here about the 4 main keys that I use to make the right choices and decisions. If you have any comments or concerns, make a comment below, and we'll see you really soon in the next video behind the scenes.